Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And it has been a while, so I thought I'd give you guys a little update of what's happening around my team, Bristol City, in the summer transfer window. If you guys do go on to enjoy, do feel free to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. If you're new, it will mean a lot to me. Be massively appreciative, of course. But yeah, it's been a while. There's been a lot of news, a lot of rumours, a lot of links. Let's get into it, shall we? So there's a lot of old news that I haven't covered on the channel, so we'll quickly run through all the old news. This happened quite a few weeks ago now, but we'll go through it anyway. Cam Prain and George Tanner, both fullbacks, have committed their futures to Bristol City, signing a new 3-year contracts till 2028. I think it's brilliant news personally. I think both Prain and Tanner were one of the best players of the season last year. You know, they love getting stuck in, love a good meaty challenge. They will give their all for the club. They run through brick walls for Bristol City, which, you know, is what you want to see. And, you know, both of them like to get forward and help out with the attack as well. Tanner's got a really good long shot on him. We've seen that last season with spectacular goals against Coventry and Luton as well. And I think Perini got a few assists from fullback as well. So yeah, all in all, happy with that news. Had quite a few defenders sign new contracts actually. The returning Rob Atkinson signed a new contract. I say returning because he hasn't actually played for the club since 2023, which is a very long time. He's spent out on the sidelines with an ACL injury, but before the injury, he was a top centre back for us. You know, absolutely massive. You know, a real aerial threat. He loves to get his head on corners. He scored a few. I don't know. I think all of his goals for Bristol City came from set pieces. I'm pretty sure. So you know, he's definitely one to watch out for when it comes to corners, free kicks, and all of that. But again, a real good, competent defender on the ball as well. So I'm happy with that. He spent the second half of last season at Arsenal at Pompey, and the fans really just rate him. They wanted to sign him back, but he sees the projects in Bristol City and get our Shrever's team. So he signed a new contract till 2028, which I'm buzzing about. We've seen also youngsters like Joe Duncan, young goalkeeper, and Josh Campbell-Slowey. I think Joe Duncan signed a 2-year contract, and I think Josh Campbell-Slowey it's a 3-year contract. So that's very interesting. Duncan, I think he's about 18 years old. I do believe 18, 19. So you can imagine he go out on quite a few loans. I think he spent last season on loan at some non-league club. I think it was Tiverton Town. So we'll see what happens with that one. He did go on the warm weather training camp to Portugal with the squad. So who knows? Maybe he'll be the #1 under 21's goalkeeper this season. We shall see. And yeah, Josh Campbell-Slowey, he actually spent quite a few. You know, he was in a few of the match they scored last season for the first team. Hasn't yet made his debut. He's always been an unused substitute, but he's definitely he's another centre back, and he's one for the future for sure. I think he's about 19, 20 years old, I do believe. So yeah, definitely want to keep your eye on there for Bristol City as well. Of course, we've seen Naki Wells leave, so we brought in a replacement. Brought in striker Emil Reese from Preston, which I'm very happy with. I think he's a solid striker. Honestly, he knows how to find the back of the net. Obviously, he's got that experience that we lost when Naki Wells started to leave and not renew his contract. So yeah, 12 goals for Preston last season is solid numbers. The last 2 seasons before last season, he was struggling with an ACL. So hopefully that doesn't happen with us. But I think one season back in like 21-22, he scored 20 goals in all competitions for Preston. So, you know, on his day, he's a lethal striker, Danish international as well. So yeah, ticks a lot of boxes. You know, physical. You know, knows where the back of the net is. Just yeah, all round a top striker, which, you know, what we need to, if you want to propel yourself up the table, you need goals. And yeah, I'm sure Emil Reese is certainly going to bring his goals. I hope so. We've also seen young midfielder Josh Stokes on a new contract as well to 2028. He spent last season out on loan at Cambridge. I think he won the Player of the Year. Honestly, he looks really good, really skillful. Potentially, sort of an Alex Scott type player. We shall see. But I mean, yeah, I think he's about 20, 21 years old. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to what the future holds for him. And yeah, we'll see what happens with him. He definitely looks like an exciting player, Josh Stokes. Hopefully he gets some minutes next season. I'm sure he will, because Schreiber says he likes to trust in the academy, so it's all looking good there. And I think that's all the news, all the old news I wanted to go over really. But now we've got some new news. Now we've got some new rumours, some new links. So there's two links with Bristol City, and they're two overseas players. The first one is a player called Alert Pacarada. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. If anybody knows this guy, he's a Kosovan international left back. He was ported by actually a Kosovan Twitter account. His name's like Yasko, but he's from FC Cologne, where obviously he worked with Schreiber last season. Probably could do with a left back, seeing we have the report back from Portugal. Camprine sustained a little injury, so he could be out for a little while. So we need an extra left back in there. So and this one would tick a lot of boxes. Of course, worked with Schreiber, got Bundesliga experience in 23-24 season. He made 17 appearances for FC Cologne in that campaign, which included 11 starts. So 30 years old, experienced, Kosovan international. Yeah, I think this will be a solid sign. I hadn't heard any other links other than that Kosovan Twitter account tweeting about it. But yeah, who knows with that one? It would definitely be an exciting one. But what would be an exciting transfer story is Georgi Abuashvili, Georgian winger, and he's only 22 years old. This was reported by the Robin Zone on Twitter. It says we stand a lot of competition for him, and rightly so, because I think in the Georgian league, it's where this player is from. He's from a team called Goalkeeper. Their season is just one year long, so like season 24, season 25. So in season 24 as a winger, he got 13 goals, and so far in the 25 season, he's got 8 goals. So definitely very prolific and clinical. As I say, only 22 years old. This could be a real good signing. He could go on to become a real wonder kid. Really, I mean, he is a wonder kid, and we've seen Georgian players come to a championship do well in the past years. Look at Georgie Chatwatadze for Watford. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I haven't even watched clips of Abuashvili, but we've seen the rise in Georgian football recently with likes of Kvaratskhelia, Mamardashvili in goal. There's a big market for Georgian footballers at the moment, and this could be the next guy up and coming who's gonna, hopefully, if we sign him, take the championship by storm. Yeah, it's also, I think Ben actually said on his transfer rumour video that we've verbally agreed. We've had verbal agreements with Colquetti. It's just we haven't yet spoken to the player yet, but that's a very exciting rumour there. And one more thing I did want to mention is, in that report coming back from the Portugal warm weather training camp, always mixed up there. But the report I got back is that Max O'Leary did not travel with the squad, and he could be out for around 3 to 4 months. Obviously, our #1 goalkeeper, and that's a big concern, having him out for that long. Obviously, we signed Joe Lumley, now a goalkeeper from Southampton, before going out to Portugal. But I feel like he was signed as to be a backup goalkeeper. I wouldn't trust him to be the #1, if I'm being brutally honest. So I feel like we need to now go for another goalkeeper, There's a few names I've listed down here that I think will be really good. I think, I mean, let's start with probably the hottest prospects of goalkeepers from England at the moment. That's Sam Tickle from League One, Wigan. Last season he got 20 clean sheets from a mid-table Wigan side. Incredible stuff. I think, you know, England and under 21 international, do you believe? I think, he's definitely gonna have plenty of interest. If we could get him, that'll be amazing. Another one high on everyone's radar, I'd imagine, is Josh Keeley, Leyton Orient goalkeeper. Well, Spurs goalkeeper, but he was out on loan at Leyton Orient last season, where he made 16 clean sheets. Leyton Orient actually went on to make the playoff final, narrowly losing out to Charlton in the end there. I think he's definitely due a move to the Championship. Just which team's going to pick him up. I'd happily take him as well. You know, those two are probably the standout ones, but I also listed a few others down here. Got George Wickens at Lincoln. He kept 11 clean sheets last season. Harry Tyrer is an exciting one from Blackpool, keeping 12 clean sheets, and Corey Adai as part of Stockport's playoff campaign last season, keeping 10 clean sheets for Stockport there. So we definitely need a new goalkeeper. I think those are the 5, or was it? No, 4. Sorry, is it? No, it is 5. Yeah, sorry, 5 goalkeepers. But I've listed about, which I think will be really good if we went ahead and signed them. I like the look of all of them. They've all got their own attributes, and they're really good at keeping the ball out the back of the net, which is, you know, what you need from a goalkeeper. But let me know, guys, which goalkeeper would you want City to sign if you are a City fan. What do you think to the news, guys? What do you think to the transfer window in general from Premier League, Championship? Would reckon it's quite an exciting window as far as, isn't it? But yeah, that's gonna wrap up for me here, boys. If you did go to enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Be massively appreciative, of course. And yeah, do feel free to check out the link to the Discord in the description, where me and my mate NFFC Owen are doing a prediction league next season, and it looks to be a load of fun with bonus points involved. If you like predictions, get down there in the Discord. We've already got a lot of you guys joining so far, so if we can add more, that'd be perfect as well. That'd be lovely. But I'll let you guys go there. Have a great rest of the day. Catch you later, and goodbye.